Hello ma'am, my name is Sinta Marlina with name D2220210322 from group D2226. Vacation in Central Java. Early 2022, I went to Central Java, to be precise in Wonogiri. I took an airplane to be there with a transit flight from Depati Amir Airport Pangkalpinang to Adi Sumarmo International Airport Solo. At that time, I left Bangka Belitung. The first departure was around 7 a.m. The second departure was in Jakarta around 2 p.m. and arrived in Solo around 4 p.m. When I arrived at Adi Sumarmo International Airport, I was picked up by my uncle, father's youngest brother, who live in the Jatisrono area. This is my first experience going alone to Central Java, to be precise in Solo, Wonogiri. On the way to my uncle's house, it took about 2 hours, and I arrived at my uncle's house around 6 p.m. After arriving, I immediately rested in the room. The next day, my auntie took me to the market, which was not far from my house. Auntie said, "Do you want to come with auntie to the market?" I said, "Yes, I want." I left the house. I was surprised how beautiful the scenery was right in front of my eyes. During my trip to the market, I always looked at the sky. The place very beautiful and quiet. The scenery that I saw was a lot raised, linen up, and terraced very neatly. The environment was very clean and cool. When I arrived at the market, I was little surprised because the market was different at the market in Bangka Belitung. The food sold was very different, but the price of all the food there very cheap. Auntie said, "Sinta, do you want to have breakfast with gendar pecel or not? It is delicious." I said, "Yes, I try." After the market, we walked again to the house. After that, I decided to take a shower in the morning. And that's where I was surprised that the water in the bedroom kept flowing and the water was very cold. It turned out that the water come directly a mountain near the area. The temperature in the area where lives my uncle lives reaches 3 negative Celsius. Of course, because of the temperature difference, which is very much different from where I live in Bangka Belitung. That afternoon, I immediately caught a fever. When at my uncle's house, I only take a shower once a day, wearing a hoodie and socks. While in Java, I was often invited by my uncle to see places I had never visited and try various kind of Central Javanese food. I was at my uncle's house for 1 week. After that, my uncle took me to my grandparents' house in Nguter, Wonogiri. While at my grandparents' house, I did my usual activities and stayed for 3 weeks. After that, I returned home to Bangka Belitung.